Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x squared plus y squared. This is equal to 61. Let's call this equation 1, and we have that x minus y, this is equal to 11. Let's call this equation 2. What is the value of x and what is the value of y, given that x is not equal to 0 and that y is not equal to 0? So let's prevent the solution to this problem from here. Now, from equation 2, we have x minus y. This is equal to 11. So let's make x to be the subject of the formula. And in this case, we have x will be equal to, this is 11 plus y. So let's call this equation 3. So let's substitute the value of x in equation 3 into equation 1. Equation 1, we have x squared plus y squared. This is equal to 61. Let's substitute the value of x here, which is 11 plus y raised to the power of 2, then plus y to the power of 2. This is equal to 61. We have that 11 plus y raised to the power of 2. This is in the form of a plus b raised to the power of 2, and this can be expressed as a to the power of 2 plus b to the power of 2, then plus 2ab. Now applying this algebraic identity, then here we have 11 squared, which is 121, then plus y squared, then plus 2 times 11 times y. This is equal to, from here, we have also y squared, so we have y squared. This is equal to 61. The next step is that we have y squared plus y squared. This is 2y squared. Then plus, here we have 2 times 11. This is 22y. Then plus 121. This is equal to 61. Now the next step is to take 61 on the left hand side, so that now we have 2y squared plus 22y, then plus 121, subtract 61. This is equal to 0. So here we have 2y squared plus 22y, then plus 121 minus 61. This is the same thing as 60. This is equal to 0. Now we can divide through by 2, so that now we have here, this is y squared plus this is 11y, then plus here we have 30. This is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation here of the form ay squared plus by plus c. This is equal to 0. Now we have a is equal to 1, b here, this is 11, and we have that c is equal to 30. So we can solve this quadratic equation through factorization, given that here we have the product is equal to 30 and the sum here is equal to 11. So let's identify two factors here. We have the two factors as 6 and 5, such that when you say 6 plus 5, we'll have the sum here. Then 6 times 5, this will give us the product. So let's substitute these two factors, so that now we have y squared plus 6y plus 5y, then plus 30. This is equal to 0. So this implies that here we can factor, this is the first part and this is the second part. From the first part, y is common here, so we can factor out y. So that into the parentheses we have y plus 6, then plus the second part here, 5 is common, we can factor out 5. Into the parentheses we have y plus 6, this is equal to 0. And this implies that y plus 6 is common here, so let's factor out this y plus 6, and then we have y plus 5. This is actually equal to 0. So we have two parts here. The first part here is y plus 6. This is equal to 0. And the second part here is y plus 5. And this is equal to 0. This implies that here y1 is equal to minus 6. And here we have that y2 is equal to minus 5. So we can solve for the corresponding values of x1 and x2. So if you recall, we have that x is equal to 11 plus y. This is according to equation 3 here, 11 plus y. So that now x1 is equal to 11 plus y1, which is here, minus 6. So this implies that x1 is equal to 11 plus times minus 6. This is minus 6. And therefore we have that x1 is equal to 11 minus 6, which is 5. So this implies that x1, comma y1, this is actually equal to 5, comma minus 6. Now we have y2, so that x2 is equal to 11 plus y2, which is minus 5. And this implies that this is 11 minus 5. This is equal to 6. So therefore we have x2, comma y2. This is actually equal to, we have 6 minus 5. So you can see some symmetry property here. We have x1, y1, 5 and minus 6, x2, y2, 6 minus 5. So the next step from here, let's verify that these two sets of solution here satisfies the equation. Now let's verify that x1, y1 and x2, y2 satisfies the equation. Now if you recall, we have that x squared plus y squared, this is equal to 61. This should give us a value of 61. This is equation 1. Then equation 2 is x minus y. This should give us a value of 11. So let's check x1, y1 using equation 1 here. So we have x squared. This is the same thing as 5 squared. Then plus y squared here. This is minus 6 squared. This is supposed to give us a value of 61. So 5 squared, this is 25. Then plus minus 6 squared, this is actually equal to 36. This is supposed to give us a value of 61. So 25 plus 36, this is 61, and this is equal to 61. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So let's take x2, y2 by checking equation 2. Equation 2 is x minus y. This is equal to 11. So we have x equal to 6, then minus y2, which is minus 5. This is supposed to give us a value of 11. So it's 6 minus times minus 5. This is plus 5. And this is equal to 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. This is equal to 11. So the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So this proves that both x1, y1 and x2, y2 satisfies the equation. So kindly follow the steps, like this video and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.